InfoHub Extended, another hinterland radio station hits the airwaves.
The future of Guyana has never looked better. Our nation is on the cusp of a development program like never seen before. While Guyana is now emerging as an energy giant through the discovery of massive reserves of oil and natural gas, it is your government's intention that the huge benefits emerging from this will go where it matters most, to you, the people of this beloved country. There is a surge of confidence in the way Guyana is governed once again, and the level of investor interest is unprecedented. Guyana is poised to become the breadbasket of the region, and the pace at which this nation will grow through prudent fiscal management will be nothing short of impressive. But more than anything else will be the way every Guyanese, regardless of color, class, or creed, becomes a part of this historic period of national transformation, sharing in the wealth and well-being of it all as one Guyana.
With the launch of Radio Aishlaton, the government continues to bring the hinterland communities on stream with what is happening in the rest of Guyana. The establishment of these community radio stations serve as the bridge that closes the gap between the coastland and the interior region.
Communities located in the deep south of the Rupununi savannas on Saturday, February 17th, switched on their radios to 95.1 FM.
Broadcasting live, we are west of the sub-district compound on 95.1 FM.
As the government officially commissioned Radio Aishlaton. Equipped with the latest technology in radio broadcasting, $45 million Radio Aishlaton is solar-powered. It not only serves residents of Aishlaton, but also the residents of Shia and Awarenau, among other surrounding villages. InfoHub spoke with a number of residents from Aishlaton and surrounding communities who all were excited at the anticipated benefits that public broadcasting would bring.
I'm really happy for getting this 95.1, but I'm really happy for having radio. Now I wouldn't be throwing up antenna up onto the mango tree to get FM from Bovista. Now I can hear my own radio. I can hear the news throughout the nation of Guyana. I hear my very own, and I'm really happy to get 95.1 here in Aishlaton. And I will always be turning on my radio, my phone, wherever I go. I have to listen to 95.1.
Growing up as a little boy in the earlys, I've never imagined that a car would reach to Aishlaton, some of the minibus and whatnot, much less a radio station. I've never ever in my wildest dream thought that we would ever have a radio station in Aishlaton. But it is very exciting for me. We would be able to be connected to the outside world, to Guyana, and to understand, some of the things that is happening, a lot of news, and some of the deadlines that some of the entities, the governmental entities that look for in terms of like environmental impact assessments and whatnot. So, you would be able to listen to that.
Keyboard instructor Godfrey Powlin noted that the radio station will help with promoting the local music scene in the community.
I think it's a blessing. It is a real blessing to the community, and for myself, as a talented person who can use the music, and now that our music is a life to me, and I very much enjoy my music. And the people of the community here and the neighboring communities around our village also like the local music, right? And it is a fact that we have music which is true, and we understand what it is about, right? And from now on forward, and I think it will be more in the ear, and we will be benefiting from this Radio Aishlaton.
Leah Casimero, the project coordinator of the bilingual program, also enrolled for training as a radio operator.
I'm really happy about this whole thing. I actually signed up to be one of the potential trainees as part of the radio broadcasting team that we are having. But particularly for the bilingual education program, I am seeing this as a great opportunity, because already we know how lacking we are in terms of media, in print as well as in audio. because we don't have television, first of all. So our children are not exposed to like the children on the coast, where they can see how people speak. They can see things in print, street signs, and all of these things. We don't have that here. So with radio coming in now, it will be very helpful to us. We can air our educational programs, maybe in part of the language, as well as particularly to our program. We are just starting our nursery program. It's a pilot, and after it's finished, then the ministry or the people who are actually evaluating the program will see if we can continue on into primary.
Several Tushals from surrounding villages also shared their enthusiasm.
It is very good to have this radio station commissioned here at Aishlaton as a historic event, and I am sure all communities who will be receiving the transmission from the radio will be fully aware of all the latest updates of news and whatnot, and I know everybody I appreciate it, and I'm very glad, because since when I was young I used to hear about GBC and whatnot, and it was good, news update and whatnot, and that's how I feel very excited about it.
I think it's a good initiative now coming on stream. It should be able to awaken some and give people an understanding of the diverse culture that the Wabashan people is experiencing, and how they can learn from other cultures on what is happening outside.
I know that it will benefit my people, me and my people. Public information will be informed, and the whole country will be listening to us when we give our ideas on many, many things that we would like to share. And I know it is going to benefit school children, education side, health, and I'm so happy.
Radio Aishlaton is now on air. Radio Aishlaton 95.1 FM was commissioned by His Excellency David Granger, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, who noted that each region should have its own radio station so that it can communicate with its people.
That is why it is so important that we have a public broadcasting service in Guyana. A public broadcasting service is essential, especially in this region, a region which is bigger than Costa Rica, as I always say, a region of nearly 58,000 square kilometers, more than a quarter of Guyana's landmass.
The head of state noted that each region should have its own radio station, since this would further integrate Guyana.
Your government is concerned that as far as the delivery of public information is concerned, just like public health, just like public education, you should not be wanting for public information. And this radio station is going to assist, not in education alone, not in information alone, but in democracy, in government. When I speak of public information, I speak of a public good. What is a public good? A public good is something that everyone can take away, but it will not diminish. It will not deprive somebody else from enjoying that good. That is what a public good is.
Tushal of Aishlaton, Douglas Casimero, noted that Radio Aishlaton will connect the community to the rest of the world.
This positive level of energy, cooperation, professionalism, and respect shown to us by Dr. DEODAT and Mr. Bison is one that forms a model for result-based working relationship between local village leadership and government and other organizations as well.
Also delivering brief remarks was Enrico WOOLFORD, chairman of the board of directors of NCN, who pointed out that there have been challenges with the flow of information, particularly between the north and south. However, this has begun to change.
Now you can hear, as Guyanese are wont to say, live and direct, how your elected representatives are doing in the nation's capital. And you can hear from your regional and local representatives as the information and communication technology sector, of which broadcasting is an integral part, grows and develops in this country. NCN has already started the process of change. As I said, you can hear and see.
Project Coordinator Dr. ROVIN DEODAT, in his brief remarks, noted that with each commissioning of a new community radio station, there is a refreshing sense of pride and accomplishment.
If there's any other project that we have undertaken, and if you permit me to include myself in the government team, if there's any other project that we have undertaken that has scored broad-based involvement and active support, it has been these regional radio projects. And folks, I've done this 4 times before. This is the 5th. So one might get a little, if you like, taking it for granted kind of an attitude. But this is a brand new radio station with brand new listeners, young, old, and medium caliber. And so one can't take anything for granted. Each project is a new and extremely sparkling and delightful one for the regions in which they serve or the villages that they serve.
Also at the launch were Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs Sidney Alicock, Minister of Communities Ronald Vulcan, Minister of Public Service Dawn Hastings Williams, 2 shouts from surrounding villages, regional officials, and representatives from other organizations. Other radio stations established and launched in the 3 years of the coalition government include Radio Lethem, Region 9 in May 2016, Radio Mabaruma, Region 1 in June 2016, Radio Madia, Region 8 on October 8, 2017, and recently, Radio Bartika, Region 7 on November 17, 2017. All of these stations are on the 95.1 FM frequency. Also in the pipeline for 2018 is Radio Oriella in East Berbice-Corentyne, Region 6.
Reporting from Aishlaton for InfoHub, Gabriela Patram.
The future of Guyana has never looked better. Our nation is on the cusp of a development program like never seen before. While Guyana is now emerging as an energy giant through the discovery of massive reserves of oil and natural gas, it is your government's intention that the huge benefits emerging from this will go where it matters most, to you, the people of this beloved country. There is a surge of confidence in the way Guyana is governed once again, and the level of investor interest is unprecedented. Guyana is poised to become the breadbasket of the region, and the pace at which this nation will grow through prudent fiscal management will be nothing short of impressive. But more than anything else will be the way every Guyanese, regardless of color, class, or creed, becomes a part of this historic period of national transformation, sharing in the wealth and well-being of it all as one Guyana.
Thank you for joining us in this segment of InfoHub Extended. Join us again next time. Goodbye.